Hi, everyone. Welcome to Cup2Hook Conversations 102. Oh my gosh. I'm here. Hopefully you guys will find me. What a day, what a day. So, got off work a little bit late and got in here and started my live and realized that I never put the notifications out on my community tab this week, and it was on private. I did the same thing for Bible Study Tuesday. Sorry for that. Oh my goodness. So I stopped the live and went to refix everything. And hello, Jen. Hello, Denny. Jen, thank you for checking on me. And I have received a message from Trish, and she is not feeling up for it tonight. So we will not be having the Joyful Yarnivores. I need to find out how the interview went. So I'm going to send her a text really, really quick back to what she's been sending me. So maybe I can get some good news. All right. Hello, Stephanie. Oh my gosh, we've been missing you, my friend. I hope everything is okay. Well, you guys, I did get one paw. Remember, I had the little paw of the excuse me, panda bear done, but I was needing to work on the leg and do the second one. I got the excuse me a minute. I'm going to take a sip and then I'll tell you what's in my cup in a minute. Whoa, that's really hot. That's not going to help me. Oh, wow, that's really licorice. Maybe I should just go ahead and tell you what's in the cup since I just said that. It is licorice spice. It is from Stash. And I received this sweet bag of tea and some others from my Joyful Yarnivore co-host, Trish. And it is really good. Really, really good. Even though it was hot and I couldn't really take a big sip, I can taste the licorice. I have that leg done, but it's in there and I'm not going to bother Mr. Joyful. So I will have to wait and show it. Oh my gosh. That panda bear will be done by the time I come back to show it to you. And I'll tell y'all why in just a little bit. So stay tuned because I've got some things to share. Okay. So we're here. Let's just kick back and have some fun. So the only other things I've been working on are working on more of the dish towels. And I have a bunch of them back here. And while this seems like a lot, I'm just going to be realistic with you. I make one of these towel toppers, probably one about every 45 minutes to an hour, probably right at an hour, including making the topper and sewing the button on and putting the towel in and all that. But here's one of them, and it's a pretty spring butterfly one, and that's the towel topper, and that's the button. I love that button. But this is the original pattern here. Here's another butterfly with dragonflies and little, kind of those little, puff flowers or whatever. I'm pointing here because that's where it is on the back side. It's over here on this side. And just a little simple yellow button. And that's also the original towel topper. And there's another one with the butterflies. So nothing fancy. Love this one with the flip-flops. And look at the little balls on the bottom of that. Is that not cute? And this just got a little pink one. And that's also the original towel topper there. All right. This one I absolutely love. And I just have a big brown button on it to kind of go with the brown of the dog and the basket. But now this is a design I did, and I love this design, but I like this better when the towel beneath it is one solid color and not a pattern. It's not so bad with the dog, but yeah. But anyway, that's that one. And here's another flip-flop one with the original towel topper. A little pom-pom balls on the end. And this one, I love this one too, with the oranges and the lemons. And now this one is a design I did. And so let me show you the difference. This one had the same design that I did too. So let me show you the difference between the original. Yeah. So this one is shells, which I do really like. But the thing I like more about the one that I did is I did a V-stitch. It opens the towel topper up a little bit more and gives it more room. So I feel like the towel can fully spread out in it. Whereas this one is really tight and it's kind of squunched. But anyway. And I'm trying to go fast because I don't want to bore y'all. Love this towel too. Some of these are hard for me to give up. But love grows here. I love the pastel colors of that one. Love this mint green cotton. And it's got like a little flower button on it there. And these are just some more of the same towels I've already shown you with a little bit of a different color towel topper and buttons. So I'm just going to kind of go fast through this. This is a new one that I haven't shown you yet with another butterfly on it. And that's navy blue around that butterfly. So on this one here, I put a navy blue button. It looks black, but it is navy blue. And then I love these. This is a strawberry one. And it has the pink. And this is kind of like a two-tone green button. You can kind of see it there. And one more strawberry one. Oh, no, excuse me, watermelon. This is a watermelon one. And the back, the watermelons go down all the way, where this one on the front has like that little pink wave, which I love that. And on this one, I put a really cool green button. But so that's what I've gotten done this week. Oh, and I did make a couple dishcloths. I absolutely love this one. And then this was a different one that I made. Hopefully y'all can see those. But this one is my favorite. I want to make some for myself like that. I haven't made dishcloths for myself in probably over a decade. So we could use them. Ours are like gotten so small, I kid you not, because literally I've been using the same ones for about 14 years. And they've literally shrunk up. The cotton has just shrunk up. But of course, when they get wet, they expand a little bit. But I'm definitely due for some new ones. Mine are all almost white, even though they were, a good bit of them were colored, just from washing and drying and all that good stuff. But anyway, all right, let me talk to you guys for a minute and see what you're saying. Whew, I'm gonna breathe. Stephanie says work. I understand, Stephanie. In fact, that is going to kind of lead into what some of the things I'm going to share in just a little bit. Not bad things. They're good. Oh, thank you, Jen. She says she likes my hair. I'm going to tell you something. I do have a little clip. Where is it? Right here. And I had it in there this morning for devotions. But over the day, I have sat here and played with my hair. And because it's hot and whatnot. But anyway, I got home and I had rode with the windows down because it was so hot in my car by the time I got in there, but not as bad as it has been. And I completely, not that I forgot about the live, but like in that moment, I was like, oh, this feels good. You know, I'm going home. It's not going to matter if I'm all windblown. And then I got, my husband was like, what happened to you? And I'm like, what do you mean what happened to me? He's like, go look in the mirror. I went and looked in the mirror and it was just like, so real quick, I just like whoop, whoop with the brush and put the clip back in. And so here we are. So anyway, this is my after windblown look. But thank you, Jen. Stephanie says payroll is tight at work, so I have extra crafting time this week and next. Oh, wow, Stephanie. I'm so sorry to hear that, but happy to hear that you have the crochet time. That's all I wanted for my birthday, and I am still working on trying to get that. But you know what? It'll come when it's meant to come, and it's going to come very soon. Hello, Mama Susu. So glad you're here. Stephanie says, it looks like the dog is wearing a hat. Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? That is cute. Yeah. Make sure my loop is okay there. It does. I love that. And I love daisies. So I love dogs. Oh, hello, Margie. Welcome in. She says, hi, everyone. Please pray for me. I woke up this morning with a migraine. Absolutely, Miss Marjorie. She says, I have an appointment with my retirement specialist in the morning to go over my paperwork before she finalizes everything. Awesome, awesome. Hello, Miss C. I just sent you an email, so I hope you get to see it. I'm just going to say, where's Waldo? But for you, I'm going to say, where's Margaret? And leave it at that. All right. Thank you guys for hugging each other in. Jen says, how are you, Miss C? She says, doing well. Thank you for asking. She says, I like the edging of the green one. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All that is, by the way, is just a chain 7 and just single crochet into the next stitch. Chain 7, single crochet in the next stitch. This is actually one of my favorite little quick borders to put around some of my baby blankets. But the stitch, of course, you know, is not mine. I can't take any claim to that because I certainly didn't create chains and single crochets. But anyway. Oh, no, Denny. She says, I got lost down the hall. Missy says, hey, Denny. Everyone's saying hello to Denny. Thank you guys for hugging each other in. I am going to go ahead and start dropping the link for people to come up. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I am tired. This UTI and the headaches it's causing, it just, whew. But you guys pray for Miss Trish. She's not feeling well. She just texted me, and that's another reason I'm coming on a little bit late, saying she's not feeling well. She's kind of sick on her stomach. I'm hoping she's going to text me back about the interview. She has not yet. But even if she does, I have to ask if I can share first. But I'm praying that it went well. Oh, I get it, Denny. She says, Jen, I got lost down the Instagram streets. Laugh out loud. Oh, I wish you would help me get lost down there because I keep promising people I'm going to post pictures and I haven't done it. But all that's coming because I am going to be taking a break. Jen says, Denny, it's very easy to do. So let me grab this link for anyone who wants to come up and share. Missy says, you can bring Margaret in too if you want to. I don't have her little storyline, but I'm going to introduce y'all to my new friend. You can see the panda bear back there just waiting for his arms and legs. Only one leg to go. You guys, look at Miss Margaret. Isn't she adorable? This literally brought me so much joy when I opened her up. And she had some butterfly friends with her. But look, you guys, look at her little tail. Is that not adorable? I love her. And look at these cute little ears, you guys. Well, they're not little, but aren't they adorable? Isn't she precious? I love her. She makes me smile. And she's purple. She is purple. Hi, Joy friends. Oh, yeah, she is adorable. Thank you, Miss C. Thank you guys so much. Hello, Lisa. Good morning. How are you? I also enjoyed my little chats with you a minute ago. I tell you what, there's nothing greater than at the end of a very, very long day at work to come out and just find so many wonderful messages on my phone. It just really makes a girl happy. Lisa, it's my fault. It's my fault. She says, I've been waiting for you to come on, but I didn't get your notification. It's because I didn't send one this week. I've been so awful, so awful. Hello, Wanda. She says, hello, everyone. Wanda, I don't know if you've heard, but our mutual friend got her joy. Just got her joy. We'll say that. And she is so ever grateful. And I will be sending your information her way after this live so she can reach out to you herself. So thank you for that. Hope you're doing well. So tell me, when does the staycation end again? I apologize, I can't remember. But I hope you're enjoying every bit of it. Denny says, I love hanging out with you guys. I have an optic migraine, so I need to get off my electronics. I will see you in the morning. God bless you all. That's fine, Denny. To be honest, I've dropped the link. No one has pursued to come up. We probably will be making this very short. So there won't be much to catch in the replay. I don't have a migraine, but I do certainly understand the headaches. Lisa says, did I miss much? No, not at all, love. I got in here late from work and then I got on and I had it on private. Nobody could come in. Nobody could talk to me. So I shut it down. I started over and then I started getting messages from Trish that she's not feeling well. So we're not doing the Joyful Yarnivores tonight. But if anyone does need to leave right now, I understand. Just make sure you do catch the end of this because I will be making a very important announcement, which will be very soon because this is not going to be a long live. And I apologize for that. I do look forward to this, but you know, life happens. And I was kind of planning on, because I haven't crocheted much, so I didn't really have much to show other than what I showed. I was kind of hoping that I would have more people come up and share, and I get it. So we'll probably be ending this in the next few, minutes or so. But we'll have our joy basket moment and all of that. I still got to go over our little news and give reports. I got to get my envelope. That's literally how much sliding in here I did. Denny, I do hope you feel better, love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you in the morning. Sandrine, hello, love. How are you tonight? So glad you're here. Christy, welcome in. So glad you're here. Mama Susu says, what is going on with Trish? I miss what you said. She sent me a text and just said she wasn't feeling really good and that her stomach was a little upset. So she asked if we could just not do Joyful Yarnivores tonight, and I told her that was fine, and I reminded her also about the next 2 weeks, but I'm getting ready to share that. Christy says, I snuck away from work early today, and I went and picked up some yarn. Ooh, ooh. Oh my gosh. I am planning a yarn trip in about 2-3 weeks because I will be meeting a Joy friend from the YouTube halfway, and I'm excited for that visit. I'm really looking forward to that. So I will definitely have to share, and then yes, I need to go get some more cotton yarn. Hope you found some good deals though, Christy, and some pretty yarn. There's nothing greater than going yarn shopping, is there? I don't know, Lisa. I asked her in the text when we were texting, and she hasn't answered me yet. But she might have laid down. So, but Wanda says she goes back to work on the 31st, working harder at home. Oh no, very tired. I understand that too. Probably getting different house projects done and stuff like that. Bless your heart. Lisa is here. Hey, love.
Hi.
Long time no see, my friend.
Very long time.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Well, good.
You know, I like I said, I didn't get your text. I was waiting and waiting.
I'm sorry. I did not send out any notifications. I thought I had. I had started to set a new schedule for myself that I was going to wait and send the notifications out like on Sunday so that they would be there for the beginning of the week. And yeah, Sunday came and went. But in my defense, I'm battling another stupid UTI. So my mind is not in the right place. So as Melissa would say, charge it to my head and not my heart. But with that, let me just go ahead and give y'all my little announcement. So, movie night, Call the Midwife, ends tomorrow night. Can y'all believe that? I mean, oh my gosh, it's the finale. We're here. There will be other seasons coming, and we'll pick those up after we finish Stranger Things. But, she told me she sent me a video message, and it went very well. So hopefully I'm okay to share that. So 2 weeks from tomorrow night, we would be taking the night off because it's the last summer movie in the park. And Mr. Joyful and I really want to go see that. So I thought it would be kind of, to start one night of Stranger Things, take a night off, and then start again. So I made the decision that we would just miss 2 Friday nights. Well, because I am still trying to figure out how to work, almost 30 hours a week, maintain farmers market, when we do go, trying to get things crocheted for that and keeping up with the channel, which is a full-time job in itself. I'm still not getting to crochet any. And I just decided, you know what? I need a break. So I'm being a little selfish, and I am just going to take the next 2 weeks off. The only thing that I will continue doing over the next 2 weeks on the channel is the Morning Joy blog. So those of you that are part of that, breathe. We're not going to miss those. And the Bible study will still happen at 11 o'clock Eastern every Tuesday. But everything else, shout outs. Now, birthday videos will still keep coming. So if you've got a birthday, don't worry about that. But everything else, the Saturday shout outs, the lives, all of that, we'll resume all of that in 2 weeks. So on August the 11th. So I appreciate your support and understanding in advance for that. But I really just need some time.
You got to do what's best for you.
I do. And I keep saying, Lord, I can't do this. It just seems like I'm just constantly on the go. And when I'm not, I'm resting because, my body's still healing. And these UTIs, they just seem to just keep coming back. And I'm trying to work through it all. But anyway, I don't want to make this all about me, but I'm going to take 2 weeks off. Bottom line. I will tell you that starting in August, I'm just really having to make some changes because you guys, I'm one person and I am not doing a very good job of balancing the 3 jobs in my life, plus being, a good mom and a good wife and all of that. So, starting in August, if someone has a birthday, then I will put an announcement on the community tab. Probably, I don't know, you guys. I may still do the birthday videos because I think they're so special and I want you guys to be recognized. But I also am trying to be a better steward of my time. But I definitely know Saturday shout outs. I probably will just start shouting people out through the community tab that way. So just hang with me on the birthdays. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it yet. They'll still be recognized without a doubt. But anyway,
You work it out.
So I'm just trying to make some changes that doesn't result in me just saying something's got to go. And right now, farmers market, we've already dropped it back from 4 Saturdays a month to 2 Saturdays. Excuse me. And the money I make out of that is helping to pay off our medical bills. And so, or my medical bills. And so I can't really let that go. Obviously, I can't let my finance job go because that's the bulk of paying, my portion of the bills, the mortgage and the car payment. And I say all that. I mean, we're not struggling. I am not asking for anything. That's not what this is about. I'm asking for time, and nobody can give me that but myself. So that's what I'm doing, is trying to make some changes, but it really shouldn't affect anyone except the next 2 weeks. And if you can be patient with me over the next 2 weeks, I promise I'm going to come back stronger and have it more together. So,
yeah, I've got a lot of YouTubes to catch up on.
I do too. Lisa. And that's part. Hey, Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie.
So see you. That's part of my problem, is that I also have so many channels to watch. And I feel like people come to mine and I'm not being able to circulate to theirs. And it just seems so unfair. And you know me, I strive too hard to be a fair person.
I'm finding that too. I got videos to watch that are 6 days old.
Oh, Lisa, I've got some
that are 3 weeks.
I got some of yours, Lisa, that are a lot older than 6 days.
And I'm thinking, like you, where's the time?
Yeah. And Todd's gotten really good because he's not a light sleeper. He's been letting me actually play some of the videos as I try to go to sleep. And so I do eventually fall asleep and I have to go back and figure out where I left off. But that's helped a lot. That's been helping me catch up on some. So yeah, don't judge me when you get those responses. Don't even look at the time. Just know that I'm probably sleeping and getting ready to go to bed, but at least I'm getting it done. And I'm able to
I'm a night owl.
spend time with you.
But it's just too hard. You can't catch up on anything.
So
no, because the more channels you watch, and if they all put out videos multiple times a week, suddenly that's why I have some channels where I haven't watched anything for 3 weeks, and in 4 weeks the notification drops off. So every once in a while I have to go to the actual subscriptions because I don't even get all the notifications from all the channels. So
that's what I just said to
look.
Yeah, that's what I said to Cynthia. I didn't even get hers for today.
Yeah.
Well, today for me, but last night for you.
Right. But that was my fault, Lisa, because I didn't get them out.
Yeah, because I was scrolling through and thinking, hang on, where is it? You confused me. I'm thinking, is she coming on or she's not coming on?
Yeah, and I had some sweet people text me and says, "Are you going live tonight?" I am. I'm coming. Stephanie, you actually said the words that God said to me, because when I was praying about it and asking for his guidance, on what I should do and if I should change anything up, all he said to me was sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, what am I willing to even give up? Because there's nothing, I mean, I've already given up so much on my channel. What am I willing to give up? There's nothing more I'm willing to give up. But I think if I still shout people out through the community page, people might be more apt to go see them from the community page than the video anyway, because it's less, it's less time. It's just right there, right? And then birthdays, maybe that will be the same. I don't know. I would love your feedback. Do you guys love having the birthday videos? I mean, I am here for you at the end of the day. I'm going to make it work, but I am trying to find some easier time. But do y'all really look at the videos, or would it be better if birthdays are announced on the community tab? I mean, I value your opinion.
I look more at the videos than the community tab.
Okay.
If I'm on my tablet, I can't even access the community tab for my tablet.
No, I
It's
can't
only
either on my
accessible
iPad.
from the desktop or the phone. But I'll be honest, sometimes I don't do the birthday videos, in part because usually if I'm watching, I'm trying to catch up on things. And the birthday videos that's one of the things that I skip over in order to get to the actual episode.
Right.
But that's just the way I watch, because usually I'm crafting. And so if I want to craft, I want something that's a little bit longer than a couple of minutes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like you, Stephanie. I don't get it up on the iPad, the community channel, but I do on the laptop. But I do watch the videos.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't have it. It's one of those. It's a feature that YouTube doesn't have for tablets, so it's not even accessible. So
you know what? I think I did know that, because I think I asked Todd one time to go look, and he had his tablet and he couldn't find it, but he did go on the computer, and then he says, "Oh, I see it."
Yeah, if I'm in YouTube, I can see where the community tab, where the tab is, but if I click on it, it says not supported.
Huh.
So I can only do that. But I don't go to community tabs very often, unless it's something where, like you say, I'm going to be putting something on the community tab, then I will go and look. But I have to actually go into my subscriptions, into my channels, find you, pull up your channel, and then go to the community tab.
See, this is what it says on my one, which is what Stephanie was saying.
Yeah. Hang on.
It does. Hang on. I don't know whether you could see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I get.
And what does it say? I can't read what it says.
It says, community posts aren't currently available on this device. You can access community tab content with your desktop or other supported devices.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Whereas I can watch them on via the computer. I can get on to see it, but not on the device.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Or I know a couple of times when I have tried to do it, it will come up with you can go through Chrome.
Okay, I haven't tried doing it that way.
And I'm not trying it because I know I can get it on the laptop.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me just go through the chat a minute, ladies, and then I'll come back and let you guys talk. I want to see if anyone's given, their thoughts on that, because I did not. I think like I said, I think I remember Todd saying it one time, but I don't think I let it stick up here that is an issue. Another thing I've thought about is I've been trying, when I do a shout out for somebody, I've been going over to them on the weekend and saying, hey, here's the link for a shout out for your channel. And I'll do a verbal shout out this coming Thursday, and I'll give the date and the time if you would like to come and share about your channel. And that's one thing I've been trying to encourage. And that would be something really good for this hour. Because I was talking with Trish, with the Joyful Yarnivores, I kind of talk about what's in my cup and what's on my hook, but then I turn around and do it again in Joyful Yarnivores. So I thought about just doing it in one and making this live more about you guys. And maybe I could tell people, hey, please come Thursday so we can just shout you out for your birthday and whatnot. So I'm trying to come up with different ways to make it, easier, but also making sure that everybody gets their little, I don't want to say limelight or fame, moment of fame, or just what am I looking for?
Yeah.
Their moment to shine. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So, but anyway.
I know.
Stephanie, real quick, you got a heart above your head, and it looks like you got little butterfly wings or angel wings. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
And that is the Yarn Love little sign that Hobby Lobby cleared out a little bit ago.
Right.
And it's one of those, if it's going to say Yarn Love, I'm going to put yarn on it. So I did. It's actually the Americana. Actually, I have one right here. It's the Americana colorway of I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby.
I love that.
And I just crocheted around it, and it actually has a functional purpose. One end popped loose, so I'm actually using a single crochet to basically hold the top, that part of the sign down. So I just went around it, as you used to do it, like with when you were kids with your hangers. They would do with that. That's actually where I learned it. And then I just had there's actually a nail right there already on the wall when I moved in, so I just stuck the sign on it.
That is so cool. I love that. So yeah, Sandrine says she would come up, but it's storming there and storming on and off, and her weather radio keeps going off. Oh, bless your heart, Sandrine. I hope you guys are okay. Mama Susu says, oh no, poor thing is working too hard in this heat. Not sure she's talking about me or Trish. Joni says, oh, that sounds fun. Girls trip. Oh, I know. I'm so excited. I haven't answered her text. It came in today, so I've got to respond to her, but I've got to look at the calendar. Christy says, I got cotton cinnamon cedar, Hobby Lobby, beautiful fall colors. Oh my gosh, Christy, that does sound good.
It's yarn sale week too. It'll be 30% off. And all the Yarnology items are 50% off. So and that all their planner stuff is 40% off. So like the Happy Planner or the Studio 52.
Right.
40% off this week, which is great because it's like great planner, yarn, tools. It all goes on sale on the same week.
Oh, you're lucky we haven't got a yarn sale.
Say that again, Lisa.
I said you're lucky. You get yarn sales all the time. We don't.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Send the Michaels my way, will you, please?
Tell them they need to go Australia, right?
Yep.
They need to go to the land down under.
Yep. Where they come with thunder.
Yeah. I had the same thought when Cynthia said that.
I like men at
work. We're old enough to know that song.
With his Vegemite sandwich.
Hello, Pam. She says, hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late coming in. I'll catch up at the beginning on the replay. Love, I want to be honest. You didn't miss much. I appreciate you watching, but I'll be honest. You didn't miss a whole lot. Wanda says, why not just do one for the whole month? Is that the birthdays you're talking about? Or
no, I think she's talking about the farmer's market.
Okay.
I think that's what I got out of it.
Will you clarify that for me, Wanda? I am all ears and open for suggestions. Thank you guys for hugging Pam in. Missy says, don't worry about us, dear heart. You take care of yourself. Put your oxygen mask on first. I love you. Joni says, I had a booth at the Chattanooga market. Oh, Chattanooga. I love Chattanooga. For years, it's a full-time job for sure, right? Right? It probably wouldn't be so bad if we had like a place where we could set up, lock up, and just walk away. But every week we got to, set up, sell, take down, and it does get tough. Thank you, Pam. She says everyone needs a break sometimes. Mama Susu saying hello, Stephanie. Thank you, Margie. She says take your time and figure out what works best for you.
Yeah.
Hello, sweet Jean. I'm going to spoil some beans. I hope it's okay. I got your text message. And yes, I'm excited about a meetup. I just haven't been home long enough to check my calendar, but I will be checking it. And your time is actually working well with my time. Now, I'm not taking time off of work, so I'll have to work around that schedule, but I am taking some time off of YouTube just for a couple weeks. So I am very much looking forward to that. I hope it's okay that I spoiled that it is you that I get to meet up with. Jen says, I don't see the community tabs very often either. And this is what I want. This is the feedback I need, so that during this 2 weeks when I'm off, there's much that I need to think about, because I want to make sure that my channel is still, fun, and that you guys still want to come. So change is good as long as it's done in the right way. And that's why I like getting your thoughts and your opinions, because after all, really, my channel is really about you guys. It's not even about me, So I need to make sure that you guys are still getting what you need from it. Because if you're not, then I'm not doing my job right.
You're doing it right.
Yeah, you are.
Thank y'all. Wanda says she doesn't look at the community tabs very often either. So I do have a question then. If I'm putting the notification alerts on the community tab, how are you guys receiving them? How do you find them? Or does it just pop up in your notification when it's time to go live?
Mine comes up on the, okay, I'll show you because I've got you running on here.
Yes, hang on.
Like, say, I have you running on like these.
Uh-huh.
But then up the top here, I do have my bell on, as you can tell. Okay. There's my bell. Right hand. There's my bell. But then if I'm on, I'll say Crystal's bag of day 1, it'll come up here saying, I just had one now that said Gina from the Turning Pike.
The Knitting Turnpike?
Yep. They just told me she's live now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've got one too for Sandy Left is Right Crochet. And because of the way my banner is set, it's actually still up here, so that when you're done, I can tap on that and it'll take me over to Sandy's live.
Oh, how clever.
So if I'm already on YouTube, that pops up. If I'm somewhere else, I may or may not get the notification.
And see, with
what you set.
And see, I've got one notification. I don't know if you can see the red.
It's a little hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a red one here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And that's telling me that she's uploaded 3 videos.
Okay.
Yeah, but then it also told me someone else was live.
Yeah, that's what I've got, because I pulled up the chat on my phone so I could see it. So I've got the notification for Sandy's on my phone across the top right now. And
yeah, I think
I'm leaving it up so I can go to her live quicker.
Okay. So Stephanie, is the phone the same way as your tablet? Is it hard to see the community tab with the phone?
No, I can actually get to the community tab. It's just I have to go the way the subscriptions, the channels are. As when Lisa showed it, she had the basically they're across the top. So I just have to scroll down depending on the order to find the channel I want, and then I can get to it. It's 3 or 4 steps. So it's like one step on the 1 or 2 steps on the computer is like 3 or 4 on the phone, depending on what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
It's also something I generally don't think to go and look unless I know there's going to be something there.
Okay.
Because YouTube doesn't make it easy to get to the community tabs.
Well, I thoroughly appreciate all of this feedback because, to be honest, on the other side, I don't know. And I'll be honest, I have not been able to go onto a lot of people's lives. And most of the ones I've got so many that are saved that it's ridiculous. I'm almost ashamed how many I've got saved. But if I'm scrolling through and I see a live, that's a lot of times how I pop in, unless I specifically know and I've set an alarm for somebody. But even then, I don't always get to go pop in because I'm at work, and not every time I'm at work can I pop in. But like, this morning I got to pop in. No, today's Thursday. Yesterday morning, after I got to work, I got a chance to pop in for a minute with Affordably Geeky. But I mean, I was only there maybe 10 minutes because that's all I had. But it was enough to say hello and say hi to people. But
See where I'm the opposite, where if there's lives, like with your live now, you normally come on at 9 o'clock for me on a Friday morning, where you're 7 o'clock at night. That's how I know. But then I don't see next Friday. I miss your 9 o'clock live.
Right.
Because I'd be at the shops, I've got things to do and that. But then I might get the last 5 minutes of it. Whereas Affordable Geeky and Young Geek, Affordable Crafty and Young Geek, they come on here for me on a Wednesday night at the moment. They're coming on a little earlier because Kim's doing things with Skylar and Steve.
Right.
They come on at 10 o'clock here, which is about 7 o'clock there.
Gotcha.
7. And then when the children go back to school, I'll get them at 11 o'clock.
Right. Yeah.
And sometimes, see, with Ursula for OM Granny Square, because she's the same day as me, but only 8 hours behind. So I get to see her Monday night one at, I think it's 8 o'clock. But then her Friday night one is 1 o'clock Saturday morning for me.
Right.
See, some of the lives I don't make because of the time difference, but then I get replays.
And I get that because, like Ursula on Monday, I have my alarm set when she goes on at 6 o'clock in the morning here. But, when I can sleep another 30 minutes, I do it. I admit it. And then Friday I'm at work, and I that time that she goes on, Friday is, I think, right at noon for me. And that's when I'm trying to wrap everything up to actually get out of work. So I might catch the very end, but you're going to say something, Stephanie?
I was just going to say, I don't catch a lot of lives because they're either way early, because I'll be honest, it takes 3 alarms to wake me up between 7:30 and 8:15 just so I can make it to work at time at 9:30.
Right.
Or if I'm not working a 9:30 a.m. shift, I'm working a afternoon to closing shift, which is usually why I'm missing movie night. Is I'm one of the people who, because I'm currently working on a retail job, I'm one of those that will actually show up on Friday night. So they schedule me Friday nights. It's just, that's the only reason.
Right.
I'm just lucky that I'm off tomorrow because they allowed me to switch I'm losing tomorrow's shift, but I'm adding part of it onto Saturday's shift. So instead of a simple 8-hour, I'm actually going to be working 11. Close to 11. I'm working 11 to about 10 if we get out on time. It could be closer to 11, so it could be almost a 12-hour shift, which on the one hand, yuck. On the other hand, that's saving me on gas. And gas prices right now, I will take the shorter shift and only have to pay for gas because it's almost time to fill the tank again.
Yes.
Yeah. The prices are shocking.
Yes, they are. They are. I actually filled my tank up last night, and it cost me $62.01. I was like, really?
I'm afraid it's going to cost me because I generally wait till I'm down to about a quarter before I fill it. So, yeah.
I had 35 miles left to go, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to chance it. And then it was late because I was coming back from Crochet Club, so the sun had been down for a while. I was like, it's a lot cooler, I'll get more gas, because it expands, when it's hot.
Yeah, I'm going to be stuck either way because, put it this way, it's cooler today. It's only 102 instead of yesterday's 108.
Wow.
It's 84, 85 when I wake up in the morning.
So, oh, wow.
Yeah. That's what
yes.
Yeah. No, it was.
Well, we're sitting at the moment at 10 o'clock or 10 past 10 on a Friday morning at 11 degrees. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit unless I look it up. And the other night we got to -1.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
that's basically 30 degrees Fahrenheit for us because your 0 is our 32.
Right.
So
That's
your
right.
11 is about 40 to 50 degrees, if I
Then
recall.
normally I look it up, but so
I don't do the conversion very often.
no, I don't. I don't normally because I don't understand the Fahrenheit and whatever unless I Google it and look it up, and then people will know.
Right.
The only I've got a rough estimate is I also watch a podcast out of northern Alberta, Canada, and they're also Celsius. So they'll be talking about how hot it is. It's almost 30. And so I have to go look it up, and that's basically between 80 and 90. And it's like, oh, that's they don't have air conditioning.
In our summer, where I am in my state, because Western Australia and Northern Territory, they get very hot. They get anything up to 45-degree heat. In my state, there was one year we had 5 days between 40 and 45.
Gotcha.
I'm now into week 2 at basically around there.
But
That's
what makes it worse,
100.
my house is solid concrete, so once the heat's in, it's in.
Ooh, ouch.
Gotcha.
And when it's freezing cold, if it's 11 degrees, it's freezing. It's literally freezing sitting in a room.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always cold. I mean, as you can see, I got a long sleeve sweater, and it's currently 82 degrees right now at 8:11 p.m.
But then it's nothing for our state to have all 4 seasons in one day.
What? Oh my gosh, Lisa.
Yeah, I love our weather.
Oh wow.
But then summer, sometimes I get over it because I think, yep, I've had enough. Bring on autumn. I'm ready for it.
I love autumn. That's my favorite season.
And then I stop, and then I think I got to stop and think. Oh well, we're autumn. You're spring. I love spring too.
I do love spring too. Spring and autumn. Yes. Let me say hello to Samantha Stewart. She has come in. Hello. So glad you're here. Thank you, everyone, for loving her in. Jean, I actually love your idea. And I was sitting here thinking about that. She says, just make Thursday live shout out time. And I can do a thumbnail and share it in the live of the person's channel and still drop their link like I do now in the bottom there in the description box. And that way people can still go click on their channel.
Yeah, that'd be, add it to the live, yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. C's, just seen Mrs. C's thing. You're in Melbourne, aren't you? Yes, I am in Melbourne, Mrs. C. She remembered.
Yes. Margie says she can access the community tab on her iPhone, but not on her iPad. See, this is all good to know because I really didn't pay attention. Pam says you could do all the weekly birthday shout outs on your Thursday live and then focus on one channel on Thursday to highlight. Combine them both into the Thursday live. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Because I know as far as the content creators go that have birthdays, most of them put their emails on their about page or in their description boxes, and you can go click on that and just surprise them with a happy birthday message,
Yeah, I have my email in my about page.
And I can do a point of, the time that I would normally do to make the video, I could just go over to their channel. Except the ones that are not content creators, I have no way to get in touch with them unless I've been given their information from a giveaway or something. And it's in the Joy book, but I could just try to kind of let them know that, hey, we're going to shout your birthday out. So I really appreciate your feedback. It's so helpful in more ways than you know. Mama Susu says, I was talking about Trish, but you are working too hard too, Cynthia. Well, she does not have air conditioner in the laundromat at all. So I cannot even imagine how stifling that is, Mama Susu. I mean, a laundromat gets really, really hot with all the washers and dryers and the steam presses going. And then not to have an air conditioner and then be hot on top of that. Yeah. Excuse me, y'all. Outside. Pam says, then also list the people you're shouting out either for their birthday or the one channel shout out in the description box. I like that. Miss C says, what yarn would you buy, Lisa?
I was trying to work that out, and I'm thinking, but she had butt there. I normally buy in for where I am in Melbourne. It's 8-ply wool, which I don't have any on hand. It's over area in the corner, but I have brought mine. I have brought this one, which is new. I've knitted blankets out of it, which is we're finally getting this one in.
Oh, hang on. There you go. Oh, wow. That's a pretty color red, too. That's a sharp, bright red. Ours is kind of like weird.
Yeah, and we're just, and it's they call it, as you can see, the spot saver. Now, remember, I did it. There's the purple.
Turn it the other way.
This way.
Like end to end. Like show us one end of the actual, yes. I'm trying to see it, because see, it looks kind of like a dark blue to me anyway.
Yeah, and my lighting doesn't help either, but that's a purple.
Okay.
I don't know. You might see better in this one. Remember the purple blanket?
Oh, wow. Now see, that purple's showing up good, but yes.
That's the purple. That's called a purple mix. And I do have the violet.
Wow. That is pretty.
And then the white in between.
I love the stitch that you use. That stitch is gorgeous.
That's from Crystal Bag a Day, where she does down the end, you crochet in every single stitch a single crochet, and then when you're turning around to go back, the first stitch you single crochet, like when you turn around and you're going back.
Right.
So the first one here, you go into the first one, you do a single crochet and then a double crochet in the same, that one. You miss one, and then you do the same 2 stitches, miss this chain, then 2, you do it right across, but you miss one in between.
Gotcha.
I don't know if I sent you the video to the one that I got it off.
I think you did, actually.
Yeah, and you do that. You're like, when you go back from right to left.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be the same if you're left-handed, but I'm right-handed. So when I first go back into that, hang on, where am I? This stitch here, you're doing the single crochet and then you do your double crochet, and then she misses a chain and goes to the next one.
Gotcha.
And then does the same 2 stitches in the next one, and then you do that right across. And this blanket that I just showed you is, I've done 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th one.
Wow.
Sounds like me with the corner to corner moss stitch, where if I don't have one going, I've got 3 or 4.
That's pretty what you're making.
I love the colors on
actually,
there.
crazily enough, this is the Hobby Lobby hand-dyed chunky knit. It's super thick. It's like 78 yards. I discovered it was actually when Affordably Crafty was doing the, hey, this is discontinued, and showing that it was an I-cord. It's like, hey, wait a minute, that's an I-cord. So I'm basically pulling it apart, turning it into a single strand, and crocheting the single strand.
Oh, wow.
It's like if you see the sock blanks that you get, where it would be the nice big thing and you pull it apart to knit socks. It's basically the same idea. It's just I'm treating it like an I-cord, and that's what you've been seeing me pull it. I'm pulling it's a superwash roving, so I have to put my thumb basically in the middle of the I-cord as I do it, because it's going to snag on itself otherwise.
Right.
So I just pull a length out, crochet it in, pull a length out, crochet it in. But it's 78 yards of I-cord. I have no idea how much it is once you pull it apart. But I'm still on the first one, and this is... Actually, I'm going to cover the camera a bit for a minute because I know that my tablet's 11 inches across. So I've got about 22 inches across at the bottom. The edge is now about 22 inches across.
How brilliant, though. Oh, my
So
gosh.
I like the colors. And when she saw it was I-cord, it's like, wait, that's I-cord. Wait, that's superwash. I can make myself a blanket and it's $10. It used to be $40.
Wow.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Show us the blanket again so far.
So far it's doing this.
Gosh.
I also made myself a little spindle, homemade DIY spindle. I'm actually spinning some of it, trying to spin. It's like I can use it as an experiment in spinning too. And if it doesn't work, I can break it off and put what's left in my blanket.
Oh, wow.
So
thank you for sharing that.
And it's one of those, I could get more because most people are seeing the 78 yards and thinking, what am I going to do with this? And so I went back and grabbed some more, and it was still there because it's 78 yards, number 7, super bulky. What am I going to do with it? I'm turning it into a blanket, pulling it apart.
Right. And it goes a lot longer or further.
And it does.
Doing it that way. Yeah.
Except I'm going to have to stop soon because it is basically a thick, I'd say it's about like a number 5 or a chunky. So the next grade up, because I saw in the chat that 8-ply is our worsted, so it's the next step up from an 8-ply.
Right.
But it is it's basically a bulky weight blanket on my legs. And yes, I'm not quite directly under an air conditioner vent, but it is still wool.
See, with this one, it doesn't say what ply it is. It just says it's 100% acrylic.
But what's the meterage? It says, I saw the 200 grams. How many yards is it, or meters? Does it say?
No, it doesn't say. It just says the care instructions. Oh, hang on. Meterage per ball, approximately 312 meters.
So 312. So that would put it at 160 for 100 grams. That puts it in the worsted because I think 160 meters is about 200 yards. That's so 1 gram to 2 yards is close to worsted.
Yes, I was going to say sometimes it feels like my Oh, hang on. I will be able to show you. I do have wool clothes. This is the one that I normally would buy.
100, yeah.
I'm still trying to work the camera out. That's the one that I would normally buy. And this one is 200 and...
Yeah, because this...
20, I think it says on the back. It's hard to read. But this one feels, when you sort of do it... That's the green one to the purple one.
Oh,
so
that's the problem I have is that there's like our number 4, what they like to call number 4 worsted. Number 4 medium actually has like 3 different weights in it. But I've got one here. It's 142 grams, 230 meters. So that's why I can say, that's why I said that's how I could guess the worsted is. I generally look at my wall because I mark the length in yards, but the weight in grams because it's more accurate. And since I'm constantly weighing my yarn, I've gotten pretty good at figuring out. This has and this is actually one of the lighter worsted ones.
So we don't have it like that.
Yeah.
What you've got.
I've got I'll grab I've got an old Red Heart right here as well. So you can see how it's.
Yeah.
This is actually thicker. They're both number 4s. This is thicker. It's actually considered generally an Aran, where this is considered a worsted. But let me get to the camera so you can see where it says 198 grams, 364 yards. So that's how I was able to guess when you had that 200. That's basically what this is, roughly.
But I do love that Americana color. That's nice.
I like this one. Crazy enough, Hobby Lobby is the only store where I can get a good red, white, and blue Americana yarn now. The best one I loved out of the Red Heart has been discontinued. And what they have now isn't as good.
Yeah. I noticed that with a lot of our wool, you get a good one, and then you go back to get it, and it's, yeah.
Yeah.
I got this one from our other I got this one from our other local.
That's pretty. That's a pretty white.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh wow. Why?
I went to go and crochet a this one is this one is you can crochet on a 4.5 millimeter crocheting hook or a 4 millimeter needle. 200 grams, approximately about 440 skein of wool. That's how much I've used of it. I went to crochet a scarf out of it on the 4.5 hook. It kept splitting.
Oh wow.
So I pulled it apart and ended up knitting a hat.
That is pretty, though.
don't pay attention to that. I mean, I see the recommendation. I generally don't pay attention to that because I'm tight, so I'm always constantly changing. For an 8-ply, I don't use an H, which is a 4.5 millimeter, unless I'm making a toy and I want tight stitches.
Yeah.
Generally,
but I did
I'm using a 5.5 or a 6.
Yeah, I did it because I thought I'll do it on a 4.5, which I did a scarf on a 4.5, which turned out good. But this one, it just split, and I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
So I had another. I normally like having white in my stash because if you make a hat, you want to do stripes and you want to put the white with it because white goes with everything.
Yeah.
So I had another skein of that. So I said to Eden, you can take it up to the hospital today. One of the ladies up at the hospital will use. They've got constant creators there that'll knit something up out of it.
Right.
Yeah. 4.5 is generally either if it's a thin worsted, because I've got a little backpack I'm making right now that is that's a 4.5, but
I'll use that one up. But I'll make, like I say, with the hat, I'll start off with the main color with the bangs, and then I might do 10 rows of a stripe. Like say, I'll use this one as say green, then I'll do 10 rows of white, green, white until I finish off.
Right. Ladies, let me interrupt for just a minute. Miguel had come in. I was trying to read through the chats a little bit. Miguel had come in, and you guys, he has fallen today and hurt his back. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that was catching that before we were and just sending him love and prayers. Miguel, I am so sorry to hear that, and I do hope that you feel better. I will have to get that added in my prayer journal.
Yeah.
That's not good. Get better, Miguel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Wanda had asked somewhere, I've lost it, where we were going to meet up. There we go. And probably somewhere, I have to talk with Jean yet, but it's probably somewhere between Columbia and Orangeburg. I don't even know if there's anything in Orangeburg. It's been so long since I've been to Orangeburg, but I just got to find out, what her distance is. So we're splitting it. But I can definitely keep you posted. Thank you, Christy. She says, I appreciate you, Cynthia. Please take care of you. Jean saying she looks on the community page every few days, but she uses an Android phone. Pam says when she opens YouTube on her phone, she sees a lot of the community posts on her homepage. Oh, wow. Okay. Jean says she does see community pages on her feed as well. All right.
And I don't have YouTube on my phone.
Oh, you don't?
No. So if I'm out and about and I do an out and about thing, I just record it on my phone and then send it over to my laptop.
Gotcha.
Or over to my iPad, and then Eden does. I say to Eden, here's a job for you. You can do it.
Missy says she has a friend in Melbourne who she has been pen pals with since they were 14. She says 60 equals years. What a beautiful blessing, though, to have a pen pal like that for so long.
Yeah.
Longest pen pal I ever had was almost 6.5 years, and she was from Japan. And she used to write me on the rice paper. You know, I'm talking about that very thin paper.
Ooh.
And oh my gosh, her handwriting was so beautiful. And then as the years went by, she would actually write in English what she was saying, and then she'd turn around and go back and write it in the Japanese characters. Oh my gosh. It was just so beautiful. So Stephanie, this question is probably more for you from Lori. And she says 8-ply is worsted.
Yeah, I caught part of that and a little bit later. That's why I was looking at that's why I asked Lisa about the yardage was of her 8-ply skeins, because I think it is that's what I do generally. How I do the conversions is trying to, if I can see the meterage or the yardage, then I can use my own skein to you grab one of mine and
Right.
do the math, because depending on what it is, if I can get it to 100 grams equals how many yards or meters. It's generally worsted is between about 1.5 yards per gram, roughly.
Gotcha.
Depending on if you're talking a light worsted, regular worsted, or Aran. Is again generally puts you between 1.3 and 1.8.
Yeah, I got myself. I think it was Linda. Simpson said about getting one of these.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Which I found on Google, because I couldn't understand to what Crystal was saying. So it tells me down this side what number it is, and my 8-ply is the 4, which I can use as worsted, Afghan, and Aran. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
And then it goes on to about, you can knit with a 4.5 needles, crochet with a 3 and a 3.5. And then it just sort of goes on to and I think the purple one that Stephanie was saying, I think, is like this bulky 5.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the hang of it by using this.
Yeah, I've got
nice
some
tool.
of those too, which is, and that's how I know. Like I said, when I said the medium number 4 has 3 weights in it, is because I've seen so many of those charts, and it's also, I think, where some of the names is because they've basically, I think from what I've heard in the Craft Yarn Council in the U.S. started that, and then internet came and international yarn came, and suddenly they've got all of these international weights, international yarns that we're getting in the U.S. Now we have to try and get their weight into our scale. Aran is generally out of the UK. They actually have, it's an actual type of sweater. It's called Aran.
Oh, wow.
And it's an actual Aran weight. It's in the 4s, but I've had some people say it's between a worsted and a bulky. So it's between the 4 and the 5. It's actually about a 4.5. But they've classified in the 4, and that's why you'll see, like, for instance, I love this yarn and Red Heart Super Saver. I love this yarn is worsted. Red Heart Super Saver is actually Aran, which is thicker, and they are thicker. If you try they're both number 4. You put them in the same project, you're going to see it immediately.
Right.
And that's why some people will talk about, oh, this is too thin or that's too thick. If they're generally using either worsted or Aran, and then they go to the different weight, it's the same number. But they like to say number 4 worsted. It's actually number 4 medium. Worsted is just the most common name we use in the U.S. that's in that number.
It's the same with our knitting.
Thank you, Stephanie.
The same with our knitting needles. See how it says 4.5?
Yeah.
But then I can go to the back and it tells me it's a US 7.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is nice.
Yeah.
So I have no excuse not knowing what a US 7 is anymore. But it goes to show you I use my needles a lot because they're wearing out.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a big help when I get it when it says a 7. So and then I'm sort of trying to work out when you say a J hook, I'm thinking, what?
Right.
J is, let me grab
Is a
that one
6?
right here.
It's a 6.0.
Yeah, it would be.
I know that by Crystal because Crystal only uses a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like when I watch Ginger and she goes, I'm using a H. Yeah, and H what? What number?
4.5 millimeters, just like it's the US 7. Like
Yeah.
Which is what I find real interesting when they say it's like the yarn will say you knit with a 4 millimeter needle, but use a 4.5 millimeter hook. It's like, wait a minute, why are you different? And that's why I generally don't pay attention to the recommendations. I generally start with my 5.5 millimeter and adjust up or down from there.
Right. Yeah. Right. Lisa Miss C says she's willing to do a yarn swap.
Yeah, I did comment back to her.
Okay.
I think I was
that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Jean. That works too. She says she was planning to come to Newberry and get a tour.
Ooh.
Miss Jean,
take photos.
You know, Miss Jean, although that would be a really late night for you, but oh my gosh, wouldn't it be awesome if you came on that Friday that we're doing the movie down in downtown Newberry? Oh, you would love that.
Yeah.
Hello, Tiffany. Welcome in. I'm sure you've been here for a hot minute. Sorry that I'm just now saying hello, but I'm sure all of our friends have already hugged you in. She says, I made it, but did I come in at the end again? Well, Trish was not feeling well tonight, so we've kind of run over into the Joyful Yarnivore time. But I do hope she's feeling better. Hello, Candy. Wanda says, I'm going down to the Charlotte area over the weekend. Hope to spend some time with my grandchildren. Oh, Wanda, that's going to be so much fun. Jean says, I have school through Tuesday. Yes, I'm going to look at the dates that you gave me, and I'll let you know what Friday that is. That's something to think about and consider. And then you can meet Todd as well in person if you want.
And have some sweet treats.
What's that?
And have some sweet treats.
Oh, yes. Have some sweet treats. Yes. Pam says she crochets tight too. She usually uses a 5.75 millimeter to a 6.5 millimeter with her 4-weight yarns.
Yeah.
And Jean says that bugs her also with the knitting needle size. Made that.
And if you want to get real complicated, then you add the UK because they use a different numbering system too.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Why I'm glad that modern uses millimeters, because at least the millimeters are millimeters no matter what country you're in.
Right.
Unless you're like me in Australia and then you get a pattern saying, we're doing it the UK way. No, I want the Aussie way.
Pam says, and some of the crochet hook companies have changed up their letter millimeter combo. I have a J ergonomic boy and it says 5.75, but I'm pretty sure my aluminum J boy is a 6.0. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know why they just don't keep it the same. All right, so let me go over our little news for tonight. Our birthdays this past week on last Friday, July 15th, was Miss VJ's birthday. And again, if you didn't get a chance to wish them a happy birthday, their links are in the description box, or you can go over to their channel and just say happy birthday. And then Tuesday, July the 19th was Miss Gina Ingram's birthday. And I do want to say thank you for all of those that helped me celebrate mine on Sunday. There's no video up. I didn't need one. But anyway, you guys, I have no news on the Traveling Joy boxes. So I was hoping that they would have been back in by my birthday. The goal was to do a video and actually give those 3 boxes away. I am going to send out one more email and try to see if I can get those boxes sent to me. If not, I think the Traveling Joy box has probably found its last joyful resting place, is how I'm going to word it so it stays positive. Those of you that were on the list still waiting to get one, I apologize that you didn't. It'll probably be 2023 before the next one goes out, and I may just send one because it's been a lot of heartache, to be honest, trying to keep up with 3 when they stay in the same spot, you know. So that's a lot of work trying to communicate with people who won't communicate back. Again, I understand illnesses. I understand not, being able to get out because you're not feeling well. But the not communicating with me, the not letting me know, you don't have to tell me what's going on, but, at least give me something that you recognize that you are still holding that box for months and months and months. I don't know. Again, I'll take suggestions. I love input because a group of brains together is a lot better than what I got. So I would love your thoughts on that, on ways I can improve that. But if I do it again going forward, you'll definitely have to provide me a phone number, and you I probably will only send out 1 box, but we'll see. I was kind of using this as a trial run to determine whether to actually send one overseas so that the overseas folks could send it back and forth to each other, internationally. But this has not been quite a successful journey. So I don't know. Give me your feedback.
With the international one, I'd probably wait until the prices and postage comes down.
Right. Well, it'll be a year. But yeah.
It'd be nice to send something from here, but I just like seeing where they all go and what people pick out.
Right.
It's exciting to see it.
So, but anyway, so yeah, I'll take any feedback.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking to know that.
They did so well in the beginning. So,
because I did watch your live from last Friday, yesterday, and I'm thinking, I agree with you. It doesn't take 6 months to send a box off.
No.
And like you said,
even if you're sick, for that long, I mean, there's got to be somebody that you can trust to take a box down to the post office for you.
A neighbor, a family member, like you say, you hit the spot.
But the thing that I'm not understanding, and I'm just being frank about, is I'm sending you multiple emails. I'm sending them at least once every week, if not once every 2 weeks, to try and, not be so demanding. But I mean, you're getting at least 4 to 5 emails from me a month. Just say something to me. Acknowledge me,
Don't ignore the problem.
Because honestly, I mean, I'm trying not to feel some type of way, because in a sense, I mean, I put a lot of money into those boxes to get them out. You guys that have received them have put a lot of money into putting things back into them, and when somebody's not sending it on, I don't want to say it feels like you've stolen it, but in a way,
It does in a way. I mean, I haven't participated in it, but to me, it feels like you say you don't like saying it, that they've stolen from you.
Yeah.
It's not fair on that next person that knows they should be
Because it's
getting
a
it.
collective whole of what's been in that box now.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, and it's not fair. Laurie just said the post office will pick it up for you.
and we discussed that a month ago. Thank you for sharing that, Lori. Yes, we talked about that a month ago, that you can even call the post office now and they'll send somebody to actually pick it up for you. But
yeah, I'm waiting for a package to come to me. I think Mimi Paula sometimes has been on. I don't know if she's been on your live or someone else's live.
who was
And
that?
she's Mimi Paula. She's in Queensland.
She's not been
Oh,
on.
okay. Maybe it's someone else's live that she's been on, and she's downgrading her house. So she got in contact with me and asked would like some yarn. Oh yeah, I love it. She goes, what type? I said, hey, I'm willing to try any. I'm not allergic to nothing. And Tuesday night she rang me because I don't have my last name on the description box.
Right.
And she had the lady coming to her house to pick up the parcel at 8:30 Tuesday night. And to pick it up, and then she sent me an email to give me the tracking number and everything. So I'm going to unbox. I'll do a video and unbox, show everybody what I got.
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, I know, it's exciting. I keep checking the tracking, thinking, always you're seeing this little truck going across the screen. It's exciting when you get some happy mail.
It is. It is. So the moral of all of that is I will not be mentioning the Traveling Joy boxes unless they start moving on their own. I'm going to send one final email to the 2 people who still have boxes. And if I don't hear anything back, that's on their conscience. But as far as this, I want to keep this positive. And so right now, I just feel like it's icky yicky. So I just am not even going to mention them anymore.
Well, you've got 5 months left of this year to go. So you've got 5 months to think about, do I want to do another one, or don't I want to do another one?
Right.
Don't go into a harsh decision and say, yeah, I want to do it, and your heart's not in it.
So, well, technically I have a year because I started it around my birthday. In fact, I actually did the video announcing them on my birthday. The goal was to have them back by my birthday, and on my birthday, give all 3 boxes away as a giveaway. But that didn't happen. So I will say this. I probably will not wait till my birthday to do this, but I do have to wait a little bit because I have been sending and shipping out so much stuff lately that I got to put a cap on it for now. But for the lack of Traveling Joy boxes, God opened up the door, and y'all know how much I love my Crochet Society boxes. And Sarah Jane did a little announcement that some of those boxes were on sale. And I've gone and looked before, and the sale is not really that big of a sale. But this time, some of those boxes, it was a big deal. American money, because it's different from obviously the pound, but American money with shipping and handling, those boxes average almost $40 a month. Okay. Now I don't pay almost $40 a month because I pay the year subscription. My family buys me the year subscription. That's part of my Christmas and, Mother's Day and all that. And it makes it a lot cheaper. You almost get 2 boxes a year free. Well, they are changing up, and they're only going to do a box every other month starting in August or September. But there'll be more in the box that will last you for the 2 months. But anyway, you guys, the sale they had made those boxes $12 American dollars. Now that's not including the tax. So I ordered 4. I got one of the past boxes that I really, really liked. And then I got 3 because then I'd be able to give those away. Well, I didn't think the sale went through because it wasn't showing up on my bank account. And so I went back in there and tried to redo it. And the 3 boxes that I really wanted the most, they were sold out of. And I was so bummed. But I still went ahead and got 3 boxes so that I could still be able to give 3 boxes away. Well, lo and behold, I found out that the other sale did go through. I just used the wrong credit card. So had to get all that straightened out because it was my medical credit card.
Whoops.
But anyway, and I was like, you know what? Still at $12 a box. So bottom line is I spent about $68 for 4 boxes with shipping and handling. And then the other one was like 50 something for the 3. So when you put that into perspective, and you're normally paying almost 40, and you just got 4 for basically almost 70, that's a really good deal. So I'm going to have 3 boxes that I will be giving out if the joy boxes are not a thing. I just don't know when. It might be closer to Christmas time just because I need some time to get caught up with that, you know. Unless I get paid by YouTube this month, then that's a whole different story because I really haven't been paying attention to that. I just know it didn't happen last month. But long short of it, if we don't have traveling joy boxes to give out, we will have 3 Crochet Society boxes to give out. Just saying. Just saying.
That's exciting.
That
Yeah.
is. I keep seeing them, and I'm like, yeah, I can't afford to get them. But
yeah.
even on a sale, that's.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if it wasn't for my family chipping in and doing it as a collective whole, yeah. So, and they told me that because my subscription doesn't end until October, that means I've already paid for September and October's boxes. But because they're doing the every other month, they told me that basically I'll get 2 extra boxes. So in other words, I'm still going to get what I pay for. And then if I renew my membership, which is actually going to be almost $100 cheaper because of the way they're doing it. Yeah. So I will get, if I renew it in October, which if my family continues to do that, I will still receive Crochet Society boxes all the way until January of 2024. So for basically $200 and something. So I'm just like, joy.
Yeah, that is.
I do love that little and opening them. That to me, that's what joy sounds like.
Yeah.
All right. In the chat, Pam says, okay, well, you did read that. Oh, thank goodness, Lori. She says that is heartbreaking. There's so much.
Joy boxes.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it really is. It really is. But, you know, let's put this back in a positive light. So we're going to move on from the joy boxes. I do want to introduce right now the Saturday shout out that we did last Saturday was Miss Ashley from Sunflowers Creative Showcase and Crochet. She joined the YouTube family on January 10th of 2022. Her first video was on February 1st of 2022. And we're going to go over to her channel and just see how many subscribers she has now. But when we did her shout out, she actually had 356 subscribers. And now let's see what she has. And there she is right there. So she had 356 and she now has 508. Get out.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Yay, Ashley. Oh my gosh. That is so wonderful. You guys, let me tell you something. We've been praying for Ashley every morning. For those of you who don't know, Ashley is also battling cancer. And I did not find that out until about 2 weeks ago. And I already had her video done. In fact, Saturday shout outs, because I'm taking the 2-week break, you will still have, there's 2 channels after that have already done their videos. So the Saturday shout outs will continue till at least the middle of August, the end of August. but I had already had hers done. So I don't want you to think that I did this because of, but I felt like God led me to her because I was doing this and connected me with different people that got us to a place of learning of what she's going through, and that we are able to pray for her every morning. But when you watch her videos, you would never know the storm that's going on. She is literally the rainbow in her own storm. You will really love her channel. She's a sweetheart. So definitely go check her out and throw some joy in her window if you have not done so already. Let's see. She loves to craft and crochet. She says that she is a craft and crochet. This will let you know a little bit about her sweet personality. Listen to this. She says she loves to she's a craft and crochet enthusiast, dwelling in a large tree hollow in the San Francisco Bay Area, crafting and crocheting most of her life. But is that not a cool way to describe your channel? I love it. She has been serious about crochet since 2018, 2019. But oh my gosh, you guys, that is outstanding. 356 to 508 in 1 week. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm missing something. Misty says, I don't know, Jean, you might be right. Eye candy. Ladies, what did we miss? Hello, Angela. So glad you're here with us. Mama Susu says the traveling boxes are important to all of us. It's sad they didn't make it back. Yes. I do appreciate the people that participated and did their videos, and they did pass them on. That means more to me than you'll ever know. And I've been talking to Mr. Joyful about, trying to do something small for all of those that participated and did what they were supposed to. I love everyone that is loving on Nightbot right now. Yes, Stephanie, thank you. She put drop. So I thank you for that reminder. If you would like to drop your channel so others can come throw some joy in your window, just write the word drop. Always feel free to do that. My platform is your platform. I am definitely here to support everyone. Because honestly, I truly realize that without all of you, I wouldn't have what I have. And in fact, that leads me to something that I have been forgetting to do for a very long time. I love everybody. I appreciate everything. I expect nothing. I appreciate everything I get, including your time coming and hanging out with me at my house. But I do also need to remember those that are supporting me in other ways, and I have been forgetting. So let me share this real quick. I do have 3 changes that I need to make on that because Miss Margie has a new channel name. She's now Margie's Crafty Corner. And Miss Darla has changed her channel name. And I have it written down, but I don't have it memorized here. So forgive me for that, Darla. And I have a new member to add, and that is Miss C. So I will be working on making those changes during my time off. So thank you, everyone, for your patience while I did a little shout out for them. Margie says she just uploaded a video of her yarn haul from Hobie. So you guys are going to want to go check that out. Miss Margie, I know that Nightbot is automatically dropping your channel, but if you'll write drop so people can find your channel real quick.
I did drop and then realized I was on the wrong channel. So I've got my content channel and I've got my personal channel. So now I've got to drop the. So I tried dropping it. I think I wrote it in too fast because Nightbot didn't catch it. So I've got. That's the when Steph says "oops, wrong channel," it's because that's me, and I was on my. When I open my phone, I keep forgetting which one I have on my phone. So it was.
I know. I remember one time you came into movie night.
I have to remember which one I'm using. Normally when I'm doing lives and such, that's under my content channel. But if I'm just watching YouTube, I'll go into the personal side so it doesn't get confused if somebody's looking at what I do as Lefty.
Right. Oh, thank you, Christy. She says it meant a lot to be included in the Joy Box. Thank you. You are so welcome. Yeah. All right. Hello, Racine. Thank you so much for sending me that little video today. That just made my heart smile. Let's see. I think that's pretty much all I have. We've definitely taken up the time of Cup2Hook Conversations and the Joyful Yarnivores. So I think we're going to go ahead and move into our Joy Basket moment. I'm actually tickled. My dog is sleeping and I can hear her barking in her sleep. I think that is just the most precious thing. But sometimes we do wake her up because we feel like she's not having a good dream. But anyway.
I'm gonna go now because I've got to get to the shops.
I understand. Love you. Thank you for coming and joining us.
Love you all.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
So our Joy Basket moment comes from Matthew chapter 13, verse 15. And it says, this people's heart has become callous. They hardly hear with their ears, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, understand with their hearts, and turn, and I would heal them. Although the scriptures often use sickness and sin synonymously, the term heal in this context concurs with the idea of pardoning or turning them back. Far more important than our physical healing is our spiritual condition before God. To become callous usually takes time of repeated motions. If we're simply performing the act of Christianity without investing in our relationship with Christ, we will grow calloused. Or if we're mimicking the ways of the world, that will eventually harden our hearts as well. God's warning is very clear. Open your hearts, open your ears, and open your eyes so we can understand and find healing for our souls. God, please do not allow our hearts to grow hard. The devil tries to lull us into a false sense of security, to make us believe that we do not need to stand guard. Wake us up, oh God. We do not want to spiritually sleep, so light the fire in us again. Thank you. Amen. What keeps you awake and alert to the spiritual war that you are engaged in? And so that is our Joy Basket moment for the night.
You know how you said earlier that I had given the words that you needed? I needed that one right now. That is a good moment.
God is good then, isn't he?
Yes.
He gives us what we need. Sorry, my nose is itching. Tiffany says, laugh out loud. Oops, forgot a word. Did I miss a comment? Oh, everyone is hugging Lisa out. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Racine, again. All right, you guys. I love this time we've had. I can't believe we were actually here 2 hours. And I said, oh, we're not going to be here long, Denny. And we were, but I'm with you, Miss C. I learned so much from you guys. You guys are wonderful and amazing. Stephanie, I love everything that Lisa and you shared with us tonight and taught us. That was really great. You know, sometimes I wonder what the difference between the 6 and the 8 ply yarn is. And I learned a lot tonight. Thank you.
It helped. I watch podcasts from, let's see, 4 different countries now. So it's, and that's all. It's just the repeated, you know, they use it and then they say what hook they're using, or they'll use it and then they'll say what their yardage is, and it's just over time flipping between all the different ones.
Right.
And I tend to weigh my projects a lot so I can see exactly how much I'm using. So,
which makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Well, let me just remind everybody, especially those that are, you know, coming in and haven't been here the whole time. So I've made a decision that I'm taking the next 2 weeks off. So the next time we'll come back together for Cup2Hook Conversations will be August the 11th. I've let Trish know that I will also not be doing the Joyful Yarnivore during those 2 weeks of just taking some time off. I told her to please feel free to still come and hang out with you guys. She has not decided what she's going to do yet. She might use some of that time to drive with Uber and make some little, you know, a little extra money. And I told her to do what is best for her. I know she's trying to grow her channel, and I know she's also trying to support her family. And I told her I fully support whatever her decision is. If she decides to go live, you guys, love her up, give her the love and support that she needs. And I will miss you, but I cannot wait to come back on August the 11th. I will still be doing Morning Joy blogs every morning, and I will still be doing the Bible study every Tuesday. So it's not like you won't see me at all. You technically can still see me every day. So, but anyway. Stephanie, I value your opinion. I value what everyone commented in the chat tonight about what some decisions I can make going forward with the birthdays and the shout outs. And I'm going to be taking all of that into account as I take some time to clear my head and to just take some breaths and woo-saw and make sure that I can come back and bring you guys things that makes our time together fun and exciting. So I want to keep the fire going. So, but anyway. All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. As you can always tell, I have a hard time saying goodbye to all of y'all. Even though I'm on here every day, you'd think I'd get tired of talking, but I just love you guys so much. I love hanging out with you. Stephanie, it has been a pleasure to see you again. Don't work so hard, my friend.
Yeah.
Tell your mom I said hello. Give her big hugs from me. I've been missing her as well. And
I'd love to give her a hug, but she's in a totally different state now because she's back home.
Gotcha. Well, don't forget everyone.
I'll do it virtually.
There you go. Don't forget, everyone, tomorrow is finale night on Call the Midwife. That grand prize giveaway will be given away. And we'll also be drawing a few names from the box for some small prizes, which is another reason that I'm going to have to kind of watch my giveaways because that's a lot of stuff going out right now. And that grand prize giveaway is going to be a huge, huge box. So, but I love you and I appreciate the support. Miss C says, I thank you. See you in the morning. If all goes well, let's pray it does. Love you. Thank you for all the information and the laughter. And Cynthia, I love you. I love you too, Miss C. I love Miss Margaret.
Cutie.
Thank you. And Tiffany says, have a wonderful evening, everyone, and have a great Friday. You as well. And you guys, don't forget about Miguel. Please keep him in your prayers. All right. Take care, everyone, and I will see you again soon. Mwah. Be joyful.
Bye.
Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations. And above everything else, you guys, be humble and kind to one another. All right. See you again soon.